Alt season 2025, it is here. Altcoins have underperformed all year long. Bitcoin accounts for 65% of total market cap, and that is about to end. It's ending as I speak. What are the 21 best altcoins for July of 2025? I'm going to tell you right now. Now, the biggest thing about altcoins that you need to remember is that they're like tech stocks. So this is not investment advice, but altcoins are just like tech stocks. They represent a very small niche of technology in that, they're decentralized, not owned by some gigantic tech company. So this is a chance for the little guy to get in on the future. The future of what? Well, the future of finance, the future of data sharing, the future of cloud computing, the future of connecting blockchains and building new systems. Now, obviously, the challenges investors face is they have to pick which one. In stocks, it's the Magnificent Seven, or it's the 22 stocks making a new high as of July 1st, 2025. How do you find it? Well, I can help because I've got a special model that comes from the work of William Gann, who was a very famous technical analyst back in the 20th century. So the great news is I fed 300 coins into this model and it spit out the top 21 coins. But wait, it gets better. The top 10 coins, right? The top 10 coins represent more traditional, maybe consensus plays. Not Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, but, inside the box. Now, the bottom 10, they are outside the box, right? They're a little edgy. Some things maybe you haven't heard about before, all right? Now, we're going to explore the potential of altcoins. That's really what we want to talk about because we want to think about decentralized investing, right? Investing in things not controlled by Silicon Valley or Wall Street. Because it's really, at the end of the day, crypto is about who has control, them or you, them or you. Now, let's start with a screen share where we're going to go over this great list that I have of all the altcoins that you want to be in for July. Okay, let's rock it. Believe it or not, top pick, Polkadot. What's Polkadot do? It's a network of blockchains. It's called a layer 0. So Ethereum is like a layer 1. Polkadot is a layer 0, meaning it can be this like spider web of blockchains. Now, Polkadot has done nothing, has been beat up, given up on, but it can process a huge amount of transactions in a very, very low cost point. Really unbelievable what this thing can do, and it's been left by the side of the road. This is called value investing, where like in equities or bonds, where you buy something that's really beat up. Okay, in this case, Polkadot. And then we can go through the rest of the top 10, right? You have Uniswap, right? The profitable DeFi exchange in the Ethereum universe. Sui, the next big hot layer 1, right? Speed, like Solana. Fetch, right? The artificial superintelligence token, decentralized AI, Chainlink, connecting everything to everything. You can't build a real blockchain project without Chainlink, right? Arbitrum, Robinhood chain is now running on that. That's an ETH layer 2. What's a layer 2? It's something that helps Ethereum run faster. There's a huge web of layer 2s, and Arbitrum looks like a leader. I liked it even before the Robinhood announcement where they were going to run Robinhood chain on Arbitrum. That's only the beginning. Aptos is another layer 1 like Sui, a sleeper made by former Silicon Valley employees, was a pretty big coin when this bull market started, as was Toncoin, connected to Telegram, right? The CEO persecuted, right? Arrested in France. This could be money. Toncoin could be money. That's how big Telegram is, as in a form of money. Render, AI, GPU, computing, AI, DPIN, you name it. This could be one of the marquee coins that is dramatically undervalued. Hot in past cycles, they gave up on it, coming back in July. Avalanche, a layer one, fast, on the books of World Liberty Financial, and they have what's called a C chain built for security tokens, which is now all over the news. The graph, data management, AI, and indexing. You're not running AI without massive data. The graph it's going to wake up. Now, moving on to the outside the box picks. So this is, the edgy part of the top 21 coins for July. RSS3, Web3, and data. Brett, a meme coin on base. And this could also be a hint that meme coins on base could really be a big deal, right? Coinbase has become the Goldman Sachs of crypto. Therefore, anything that runs on their ETH layer 2, which is called base, could be epic. A lot of coins may be coming there. So Brett may be a signal of other things. Jupiter, the DeFi exchange for Solana. So it's the big brother to Uniswap. Pendle, DeFi, yield tokenization, a top pick. Wall Street and all of crypto and stable coins, they're going to get their yield in the DeFi universe. Okay, Oasis, ticker symbol ROSE, gaming, privacy, speed, right? Speed is going to be at a premium. MOG, a cat meme coin. MOG wakes up, a viral community behind that cat coin. Mantra, an absolutely destroyed project. More value investing, right? It was basically a scandal, right? This thing dropped 90%, but before the scandal, it was the marquee real world asset project along with Ondo. Could there be a huge comeback? Could there be surprises? Well, if there are surprises in Polkadot, surprises in the graph, there can be a surprise in Mantra or Ohm. Arkham, on-chain intelligence. If you have alt season, you could have something that involves analytics. Go with alt season. Celestia, TIA, again, modular rollups, fast. And then Flare winds out the list. Most of the buys in the GAN model are between July 7th and July 8th. So coming off the screen share, here is the battle plan for these altcoins. All right, you're going to want to get involved early. The market is ripping as we speak. Now you got to make some money between now and mid-July, right? Because there could be a disturbance, profit taking, some weird shock right around the middle of the month. But 2 weeks in crypto is an eternity. And if you're listening to this in the second half of July, well, on that 13th to 15th period, you may get yourself a chunky dip, right? But in the meantime, the bigger picture for altcoins is most altcoin charts look like this. They went down for the first 6 months, they flatlined, and then it's the bigger the base, the longer it flatlines, the higher into space. So if some of these coins are up 5%, 10%, they could go up 70 or 80% in a very confined period of time because they've been suppressed. Suppressed by what? Well, everyone's been flooding money into Bitcoin. All the money that's coming into crypto is in Bitcoin. So no one owns altcoins. No one. And at the end of June, the price action was so terrible, people simply gave up. It was that bad at the end of June. So how far can this go in July? It can go far because there's no seller. Everybody gave up. And then now when big players come in, when the hedge funds come into FOMO, like where's the supply to meet the demand? It's not there because these coins have underperformed for so long. There's been no volume, there's been no trading, and then all of a sudden, here come the hedge funds, here comes everybody on Coinbase, and everybody's looking for an altcoin play when the simple fact of the matter is they've been there the whole time. The tech stocks, the future, right? The future of money, the future of fun, meme coins, right? These things are out there and they're underappreciated. And guess what? They're awake now. If you want to know more, we have Patreon, where we narrow this down to 1 to 2 coins. And we have a YouTube member area where we have a special podcast where we pick small altcoins live on the screen. You will not see that anywhere else. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment down below to see your altcoin in the next video or live stream.